It's the 17th of December, 2022. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. He just threatened me after the last podcast that he's going to make my life even worse than it is now. Is everybody here? Mr. Perry said he's going to make my life even worse than it is now. He just threatened me again in response to the podcast that is right here. Okay? So he heard nothing I said. He didn't understand what I said at all. His response was a complete fail. So he doesn't get a call back and no one will help him. See, we have all these names here, Mr. Perry. You're not in reality. People are making fun of you. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. Right here, those are names. Not all of them. That's not even all of the names that we have of people who work for you, who are inside your criminal organization. They're your bitches. That's the best they can do. So we have got people of your names here, and you have, name one of my guys. You're making phone calls everywhere, trying to find them. No one's calling you back. You want to go over my head. You want to talk to my boss. The same boss that told me, the McNamara email and all this stuff about Mike Neely here. Okay? I knew beforehand that he was drugged. Nobody had said it yet. Depositions weren't taken. Same guy that told me that. And the same guy that told me Mitchell was going to change his story. Because he's investigating you. And out of the investigation into you, that came out. So, here's the thing. You want clean teeth, you do certain things to get the clean teeth. People can tell this guy wants clean teeth because he buys a toothbrush and toothpaste and brushes his teeth. If you're not buying a toothbrush and toothpaste, then we can't believe you when you say that you want clean teeth. You're full of shit. Because you're not doing the things that someone does when they actually want clean teeth. Likewise, Mr. Perry, as we've said before, over and over and over and over and over and over and over, you need to write this shit down, man. It's very, very, I've worked very professional. I work with 40 cops right now who are so smart, they're thinking circles around you in their sleep and getting information like this from right inside your criminal organization. No one else has. We're very proud of that, by the way. You always forget who it is you're talking to. You fucking forget who it is you're talking to and the kind of power they have. They have a lot of power, sir. Lots and lots and lots of power. More in their pinky toe than you'll ever have. You have not one of their names. In 10 years, not one name. We got all that. We got all those names, Mr. Perry. So here's what happened the last time you did that. You need to look at your results and your outcomes. You don't have a date. You don't have a real love life. You're using my body against my will to pretend you do. You're not loved. You're not wanted. You're fucking told on. Those are your results. No cover-up. You paid $25 million for a cover-up you never got. Look at your results. Look at reality, because you're clearly detached from all reality. People make fun of you. If I'm ever as delusional as Charles Perry, shoot me. Just shoot me. I don't want to embarrass myself like that, like he does. It's fucked hard. Okay? Mark, your client isn't all there. He's continued again today after the last podcast to ask me who his leaks. Is it your family? Is it your family? Is it your family? Is it your family? And I'm like, I'm not told who your leaks are. Here's the thing. When you're in jail and gone, you're not here anymore to make me broke, so I will never be broke again. That's one reason. I'll never be broke again. I won't be sleeping in my car. My car won't be threatened too. There won't be any more threats to my car, my safety. I will never be threatened again. Okay? So you won't be here to cause drama, to bother me and bother me and bother me. And that's all you do all day long is sit around on your fat, lazy ass, perverting around, pretending you have a love life, bothering me and everybody else. You're bothering a whole lot of people. And a whole lot of people are sick and tired of it. And that's how we got those names, you bitch. You're stupid. Stupid as a rock. So, I'm not told who your leaks are. I don't know even what they get from a court order, like a wiretap type deal, or your leak. I'm not told that. I have no fucking idea. Even if I knew, I won't help you. I'm not gonna help you. I want for you to be gone. I don't like being bothered by you. I hate your contact. It's weirdo. You're a fucking creepy weirdo. I hate your guts. Everybody fucking hates your guts. Everybody's fucking sick and tired of this. You have dragged it on and on and on and on, and everybody's fucking sick of it. We don't have any problems getting what you just said. Stupid. Because everybody's sick and tired of this. These guys right here, Calvin, the Muffin Man, you nicknamed the guy Muffin Man. Geppetto, Lucius, Sanjay, Monique, Beverly, Blankenship, Desiree. Dickie, Richard, James, Reuben, all your little people. Or they had some input somehow. Did they like us getting their names? Because we got their names when people got pissed off that you caused a hardship for me or drama. You know the little thing that I texted my attorney? I don't think I talked about it. I don't think I did a podcast. Okay, here's the thing. When I'm working at Jaguars, Fabian and I are getting along fine. He's my manager. I private messaged, not public, private messaged my friend. She said, "Are you dating anybody? How's it going?" I said, "No, I'm not dating anybody, but I'm crushing on my manager, crushing on this guy at work." And so we talked about that a little bit. It's private. Nobody can see it unless they're hacking me. I get to work the next day. Fabian looks angry and hurt. Well, we didn't have a fight. We had no fight. I'm like, oh, great. Charles called him. Butt in Bertha, nosy body, Connie Curry, Charles Perry got his nose where it doesn't belong. That's not my thing, you fucking trailer park, boring. You and Connie Curry legit are exactly the same. So I went, I just kind of watched things all night long, and it got weirder and weirder as the night went along. And I went back home, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, the fuck did he say? Fabian looked incredibly hurt and very angry. And he and I hadn't had a fight. No conflict, no nothing. I go back the next day. I walk in, and he's still steaming. He still looks hurt and pissed. And I said, I have to talk to you about something. Okay. I said, I have a stalker. The guy's a stalker. He's not loved. He's not wanted. He's just this little wannabe. Can't get a real date. And he's bothering me. And I need to talk to you about that. The look on his face was immediately relief. Oh, thank God it's just that. But then anger again okay, well, he's pissing me off because he's causing a problem here that she and I don't have. He's made one where there wasn't one. And he said, I think you deserve better than to spend the rest of your life being harassed by this guy. The rest of the conversation is between me and Fabian. Likewise, anybody else, Mr. Perry, like somebody where I go take a shower, somebody I go to church with, somebody I do business with, that you shouldn't know anything about. The allegations, Mr. Perry, are stalking, hacking my Dasher app to, what is your little code word? Hansel and Gretel me, where you want me to be pulled over, or your guy's going to get a picture of me on his doorbell camera, or some bullshit like that you shouldn't know a fucking thing about. Sanjay's the hacker, isn't he? Sanjay is the hacker. You know how we know that? People are very upset with you that you're still contacting me, that you're still threatening me, and I'm in my car, sleeping in my car, having to go to the bathroom at a fucking gas station, or take a shower at, somewhere can I pay you and I'll take a shower? Bullshit like that, instead of sleeping in a bed. I'm being deprived of basic rights and needs, food and shelter. I can work. I've applied for work. You're telling those people not to hire me, and we know that. If we know these people's names, you think they don't have proof of that? You're about to go to jail. Get a grip on reality. They're about to arrest you, and you're going to jail, and you won't be here anymore to cause problems like that ever again. No more conflict. I'm getting along with this one lady where I buy a shower very, very well. We got along great. All of a sudden, I go back, and she won't even talk to me. And I'm like, well, we didn't have a fight. What the fuck happened? Charles was here. Charles is here troublemaking again. Charles is here bothering me again. All of a sudden, the showers are fucking cold. Normal, full, blast, warm, nice warm showers. They're fucking cold and they're dribbly. And I'm like, oh my God, wow. This is torture. This is like tormenting me. So when you're in jail, that's over. You won't be around to cause that kind of drama. You won't be around to cause conflicts. You won't be around to cause problems. You won't be around to ruin everything good and make things that are fun unfun. And that's all you do all fucking day, and everybody fucking hates you. And that's how we have those names right there. You got me kicked out of first you start talking about getting me kicked out of my apartment. We get Calvin's name. When you told people there's not going to be a new apartment or no car, we got Muffin Man. We also got Blankenship and Desiree out when you first started talking about getting me kicked out of my apartment. When you got me kicked out of my apartment, and then the hotel and took everything I have, we got Sanjay's name, the hacker. We got Geppetto's name, the witch. We got Lucius's name. We got Monique, Beverly, all those names. Beverly came from a cold shower. Immediately after a cold shower, the guy goes, my guy that cares about me and that tells me all this stuff, that won't call you back because you act like you don't want him to. Your actions show you don't want to call back. He said very clearly. There's no confusion about it at all. She's not to be broke anymore. You're not to contact her again. You don't contact her. You don't contact her family. You are to comply with the law, sir. Get some respect. Show some respect, sir. Or I'm not wasting my time talking to you. I'll get more information from inside your criminal organization like this right here we have and no one else has. Your guy said she has our code words. Like when we try to get her to a certain location, like a shelter so we can take her computer and her driver's license. Or we DoorDash hack her and get somebody we know to order in Broken Arrow so we can get Broken Arrow police to pull her over. You did that, and we know you did that because you were recorded talking about it. Right? Okay, and you can prove out the recording or not. That's up to you. You can prove out our witness or not. That's up to you. You have full control over that. We control the flow of information. We always have. McNamara email was 7 years ago, and we've quoted you guys every fucking day since. Every fucking day since. That's your Hansel and Gretel. That's what that means, is you try to coax somebody to a certain place where you can do harm. You coaxed Mike to Pensacola where you could do harm. That's what Hansel and Gretel is, and we know that. And so one of your guys says, Charles is not understanding the significance of her having those code words. It's bad. It's bad that she has that. Who else has it? Who else has that? So you want to bother me all day long and make trouble and cause loss and threaten me. You threatened to make things even worse for me than they are now. Duly noted for the record. He said you're not to contact her at all. Not her, not her family, no one. I'm not told who your leaks are. I've said it every day. It's a repeat. It's like talking to a fucking veggie. I'm not told who your leaks are. I don't even know what they get from a leak or a wiretap order or what. When I say wiretap order, I'm being just like real general. It could be some other kind of investigatory order for surveillance. I'm just using the term wiretap type order. It's a court order to get information from inside your criminal organization and your meetings. We quote your meetings. They had a meeting. They decided they want her to leave Oklahoma. Like they think it's up to them. It was like being in a fucking nursing home. Fucking insane asylum. You don't have a grasp on reality. Look what she has. Look what she has. And now we got that of the meeting from yesterday. You don't have you have nothing at all from our meetings. Not one thing. 7 years of it. We have all these names. You have not one name of any guy. So look at the outcomes and the results of what you're doing and what we're doing. He's not going to waste his time talking to some fucktard who acts like he fucking doesn't know what he said. And he made it very clear. If you want my help and you want a phone call, you better fucking comply with the law. Leave her the hell alone. She's not to be broke anymore. You don't contact her anymore. You don't bother her again. You don't threaten her again because you won't get a fucking phone call. Understood? He made that very clear. He made it very clear. You have nothing. We have a shit ton. And what do you think we're going to do with that? There is a plan. It's called jail. Because when you're in jail, I won't be broke again. You won't be around to cause trouble and bother me all day. And that's all you do. Is sit around on your fat, lazy, perverted ass bothering me and making trouble. And everybody's had enough of it. Everybody's fucking sick of it. We don't have problems getting what you just said because of it. People do not like what you're doing to me. People do not like you, creepy Chucky. So, there's the disclaimer. Use allegedly. Apply the but-for legal standard. Apply the reasonable, prudent individual standard. If you want a phone call, then you better start acting like you want a phone call, or we don't believe that that's what you really want. It is more important to you to sit around and bother me all fucking day and make problems than even to get a phone call from one of my guys. They're not going to call you until you act like you understand them. They don't have time. I have to keep repeating myself. They're not going to call you because you're acting like you're fucking, mentally ill, fucking Alzheimer's. You can't remember what he said anyway. He's going to say it to you one time and that's it. If he talks to you at all. One time is all you get. You better start keeping up with everybody else. You better get a grip on reality. Look what we have compared to what you have. You have nothing. Not one name, nothing. What would a reasonable, prudent individual do then? Not what you're doing. So apply that standard. I assert our constitutional rights. Again, equal protection against misogyny and gender discrimination. I have this information about Mike's case. And I had it beforehand, not after. We had you just threatened me to make things worse for me. Duly noted for the record. That's not how you get a phone call. That's how you go to jail. then you can't do that to me ever again. I'm not told who your leaks are. I'm not told who your leaks are. I don't know who your leaks are. Stop contacting me. Stop contacting me. I fucking hate it. Act like you understand what I just said, or you won't get a phone call. You will not get a phone call if you continue to try to contact me. You're fucking creepy. You're just creepy. I fucking hate what you do. Everybody's sick of you dragging this on and on and on and on. And the longer you do, the more we get. You want to make things worse for me? Remember what happened last time you did that? We got Lucius, Geppetto, and Sonjay. And Monique and Beverly. You happy with that? Those are your results. That's what you got out of that. So you're going to have to start showing by your actions that you actually want a phone call, or we don't think you really do. We think you just like sitting around on your fat butt, bothering everybody all day, getting hated more and more, while we get more and more and more. All right? So I assert my right to equal protection, my constitutional right to equal protection against misogyny and gender discrimination in the application of stalking, hacking, peeping, unwanted contact, threats, harassment. By the way, somebody thought it was pretty damn funny that you're claiming to be a victim. I think he's every bit the pussy coward she says he is. She didn't threaten him. She said if he comes where I am, he'll get the hell beat out of him. Well, I would beat the hell out of him too. And maybe it would man him up. She's making a point here. Would that man you up? If I beat the hell out of you, would you just start acting like a fucking guy instead of a little princess girl? You embarrass me with that. Now, the thing about Charles being gay and trans, I've said that. He needs to confirm it. Just like that. You need to confirm it. Are you or are you not? Okay? There's that. I'm done. We're done with you. The repeating of the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Come on with that, Charles. Come on. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck is that stupid? That you can't get it the first time we say it. I'm getting tired of repeating myself. Everybody's getting tired of me having to repeat myself. The patience with you is very thin. Already. It's been thin for a long time. Please leave me alone. Until you do, there's no callback. Until I have money, there's no callback. You're taking my money, you're taking jobs, you're taking my income, and everybody's had enough of it. So we get more. When I lost my house and my things, we got names. What name do you want me to get next? We'll get another name, I promise you. Creepy Chucky. All right? Also, Perry, I guess Perry told somebody, tell her I'm getting a pilot's license and I have cancer, like Daryl did. Then maybe she'll like me. And the guy goes, nut job, you're not getting it. It's got nothing to do with that. You're mean to her. Daryl made sure she never missed a meal and didn't lose a house. Tried very hard to make sure she had a house while you were taking it away. That's what made her fall in love with him. Not his pilot license. And he worked hard. He didn't bother people, Mr. Perry, also. He was busy working hard, making sure he was helping people. He didn't help just me. I'd be sitting with him at dinner, and he got a text from somebody who worked for him at one point that said, I need some money for the XYZ. And he texted, he showed it to me. And he said, yeah, you can hear, I'm happy to help you. And then he got one from his kids, his daughter and his son. And he goes, look at this one bothers me. He said, my kids are both married. All of them have, all four. My son and his wife, and my daughter and her husband, they all have jobs. There is absolutely no excuse for this. I taught them how to spend money right and make money. I had nothing, and now I'm a very wealthy man. I taught them how to do that. They misspend it, they misuse it, and then I'm supposed to come around and bail them out. And then there's people like you going through absolute hell who actually need help. Or this person right here that just texted me actually needs help. And that's who needs the money. And I get very tired of hearing from my kids wanting me to give them money. Very tired of it. Because they have ability. They're all working. I've taught them how to spend it wisely. And they're just blowing it. They're just blowing it. And I'm expected to come in and bail them out. Just whenever, when they do that. When they do something stupid with their money. And I'm getting tired of it. He told me he sat them down and explained that to them, and then the rest of it, I don't know. But what I do know is that that's what I loved about him, is that he was so giving, not just to me, to other people too. He did make sure I didn't miss a meal. He did offer to pay the guy on my house that you paid more to take away from me the first time you did that. You've done it. You've done it about now, what, 6 times? That's what you do. You substantiated our witness, and we do appreciate that, sir, very much. And then we got names because you pissed everybody off. So if you can't understand that people don't like what you're doing, I don't like your contact, then you don't really want a phone call. He told you what you'd have to do if you wanted a call back. You're not doing it. So you don't want the call back. You want to bother me. You want to creep around and be creepy Chucky. Bother, bother, bother. You're making trouble. Everybody's sick of it. You just, little troublemaker wannabe, never the one I wanted, just hold on. Just pathetic. Just pathetic. You are pathetic. It's embarrassing. 13 years, you're rejected. We all get rejected, we all just move on. Why can't you keep up with everybody else? It's awful. So people are sick and tired of what you're doing to me, and then you just threatened to do worse. And everybody's going to I promise you, that's going to get us a hell of a lot more. People are already throwing a fit. What in the fuck is wrong with him that he keeps doing this to her? What is wrong with Perry that he keeps doing this to her? That's why she doesn't like him. Has nothing to do with a pilot's license or cancer. Nobody believes any of that, though, by the way. You're full of shit. Everybody's sick of being lied to. Everybody's sick of all of it. The suffering and the cruelty. So we can get names when you take my home. Every time you take my home. So Daryl calls my landlord and says, I'll pay everything. I'll pay everything. Just leave her alone. She's been through hell. I'm going through it with her. He took me to Albuquerque and went to court with me in Albuquerque. He's going through it with me. Daryl was the person that I called when I was happy. He's the person that I called when I was sad. We were together all the time. He went through it with me. So I'd like to pay it. And the guy refused it. Well, that's your income. The rental on a rental property is the income. Daryl said, I have rental properties as well. I understand you need the money. I'm happy to give it to you. He refused the payment because Mr. Perry paid him more to have me kicked out than he would have made on the rent. So Daryl got us a new place. He paid for it. He made sure I didn't miss a meal. I sure shit wasn't sleeping in my car. He offered to have us live with him. I said, your kids will blow a gasket. He said, yeah, you're right, they probably would. So, I just want you to know, Mr. Perry, you're fucking nuttier than a fruitcake, and everybody's sick of having to deal with it. My guys do not call people back if they can't understand what they said. They're not going to say it more than once. They're not going to talk to somebody who can't understand what you just said. Responding with a threat like you just did to that last podcast is insane and inappropriate and illegal. He said, comply with the law, or you won't get the time of day from me. She's not to be broke again. Do not contact her again. Do not bother her anymore. Don't bother her family either. Leave everybody alone, sir. Leave everybody alone. You're bothering and bothering and bothering. Leave everybody alone. Get a life. Mr. Perry, get a life. And fuck off. And then you won't have to worry about who told. Okay? I don't know, and I wouldn't help you if I was. Because once you're in jail, there's no more drama, there's no more conflict, there's no more problems, there's no more sleeping in my car, I won't be broke anymore, you'll be gone. There's no more creepy Chucky bothering me and invading my privacy in very obscene, grotesque ways. Just, unimaginable crap. Yet you are making everybody sick. Why do you not get that? Why do you not get that? By now, you should look at your results. You should get it. So my guys don't waste their time. They're not going to call you or anybody working for you until you show them that you show some respect. You show them you understood what he just said. Period. He's not wasting his time. He's going to start digging. You just threaten me again. He'll dig. I promise. He's already doing it. That's it. That's it. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Do not contact me at all. At all. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Or don't ask for help. You won't get it.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you like a prostitute?
Leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want. That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. You need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.